Welcome back to Binge Movie Breakdowns, where we make movies easy to binge. Today, we're diving into Severance Season 1, a gripping thriller filled with mystery, suspense, and shocking revelations. From Mark's struggle to uncover the truth to the mind-blowing finale, this show keeps you hooked from start to finish. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite movies and shows. In this season, Mark Scout wakes up in a sterile conference room, his mind a haze of confusion. A voice crackles over an intercom, bombarding him with a series of odd, impersonal questions. What is his name? What state is he in? What is his favorite color? His mind is blank. No memories, no past, only this moment. He is informed that he has undergone a procedure called severance, a radical process that splits his consciousness into two distinct existences, one that operates solely within Lumon Industries and another that lives in the outside world, completely unaware of the other. Every question he asks leads to more uncertainty, every attempt to grasp reality slipping through his fingers like sand. Inside Lumon, Mark works in the macro data refinement MDR team, spending his days in a windowless, fluorescent-lit office alongside Dylan, a confident and competitive worker, and Irving, a strict rule follower who fully trusts Lumon. Their job is to sort strange numbers on a screen, though no one truly understands what it means. Life at Lumon is repetitive with no clear purpose until their supervisor, Petey, mysteriously disappears. Soon after, a new employee, Helly, joins the team, but unlike the others, she refuses to accept this life. From the moment she arrives, she questions everything and demands to leave, but leaving is not allowed. Every attempt to quit is denied, not by Lumon, but by her own Odie, the outside version of herself, who refuses to let her resign. Frustrated and desperate, Helly fights back in every way she can, leaving hidden messages, trying to escape, and even putting herself in danger. But Lumon always stops her, and her Odie remains silent. No matter what she does, she is trapped, and the more she resists, the more helpless she feels. As the walls close in, Helly is faced with a chilling truth. She has no control over her own life. Outside Lumon, Mark's life is filled with sadness. He spends his days in a quiet routine, drinking to numb the pain of losing his wife, Gemma, who died in a car accident. His world feels small, built around avoiding memories of her. The only people he stays close to are his sister, Devon, and her husband, Rickon, an eccentric author whose self-help ideas Mark finds annoying. But everything changes when Petey appears. Alive and fully aware of his past inside Lumon, Petey tells Mark he has undergone reintegration, a process that undoes severance, allowing him to remember both lives. He warns Mark that Lumon is hiding dark secrets, speaking in panicked whispers about things too dangerous to say out loud. But before he can explain everything, Petey dies mysteriously, leaving Mark shaken and paranoid. For the first time, Mark starts questioning everything: his job, his past, and whether Lumon has been controlling more than just his work life. Inside Lumon, Helly refuses to give up. She writes desperate messages to her outie, leaving notes on scraps of paper and recording secret pleas, begging to be freed. But no matter how hard she tries, her outie ignores her suffering, refusing to let her go. As the hopelessness grows, Helly makes a drastic choice. She tries to end her own life, but even that is taken from her. She wakes up in Lumon's medical wing, forced back into a life she never chose. She is trapped. Meanwhile, their cold and watchful boss, Ms. Coble, sees everything. She controls their world with an iron grip, her sharp eyes missing nothing. What Helly and the others don't know is that Ms. Coble is also part of Mark's outside life. Pretending to be Mrs. Selvig, his overly curious and always present neighbor, she is everywhere, always watching, her presence like a shadow that follows him in both lives. Irving has always been Lumon's most loyal worker, following every rule and believing in the company's mission. But everything changes when he meets Bert, a kind and gentle man from optics and design. Their quiet conversations, shared in stolen moments, bring Irving something he never expected: warmth, connection, and hope. In a place where everything is controlled, their bond feels real. But as they grow closer, Irving starts to see the cracks in Lumon's perfect image. The company feeds its workers lies about other departments, keeping them separate and afraid so they never question the truth. Then, without warning, Bert is gone. No goodbye, no explanation, just erased as if he never existed. Lumon calls it retirement, but Irving knows better. It's something far worse. The company he trusted has stolen someone he cares about, and for the first time, he refuses to look away. His faith in Lumon shatters, replaced by a deep need to find out the truth. No more blind loyalty, no more obeying. Irving is done being a pawn and he is ready to fight back. For Dylan, the shift happens in an instant. In the middle of an ordinary workday, he is abruptly pulled into his Audi's life through a process called overtime contingency. For the first time, he sees his son, a child he never knew existed. The realization shatters his trust in the system, making him question everything. He had once taken pride in his productivity, his ability to play Lumon's game and come out on top. But now, the game feels rigged and he refuses to be a pawn any longer. Mark is done following orders. He starts digging into Lumon, searching for answers. The deeper he goes, the more unsettling everything becomes. Ms. Coble, his strict boss, isn't just enforcing the company's rules, she's breaking them too. She watches him closely, almost obsessively, both inside and outside of Lumon. Why? What does she know? The questions keep piling up. Who is really in control? What is the purpose of their work? And most disturbing of all, why does everything seem to connect back to Gemma, his wife who supposedly died? Every clue pushes Mark further into the unknown, making him realize that Lumon isn't just controlling their jobs, it's controlling their lives. The truth feels just out of reach, but one thing is clear. His life is not what it seems, and Lumon is at the center of it all. Determined to break free, Mark, Helly, Irving, and Dylan form a desperate plan. They learn about the overtime function, a way to temporarily awaken their innie minds and their Udi bodies. It is a gamble, but it is their only chance to expose Lumon's secrets. On the night of a company gala, they put their plan into motion. Dylan stays behind, activating the switch, while the others wake up in the outside world for the first time. Mark stands in the middle of a party, feeling like a ghost in his own life. His sister Devon chats easily with friends, but he feels out of place. The walls are covered in photos of him, smiling, living. But he remembers none of it. These people know him, yet he is a stranger to himself. Every laugh, every conversation reminds him of the life he should know but doesn't. Meanwhile, Helly wakes up to a nightmare. She is standing on a stage, a guest of honor at a lavish gala. Applause fills the room, faces beam at her, but all she feels is dread. Then, the truth hits her like a hammer. She is Helly Egan, the heiress of Lumon. The very company she has fought against is the one she belongs to. Her own family has trapped her in this hell. The realization is unbearable, shaking her to the core. Elsewhere, Irving searches desperately for Bert, hoping for a reunion. But when he finally finds him, his heart shatters. Bert's Audi is happy, living a full life with someone else. No memory of the love they shared inside Lumon. Irving stands there lost, broken, realizing he has no place in either world. Just as the pieces start coming together, Mark stumbles upon the ultimate revelation. He sees a photograph. His wife, Gemma, is alive. Not only is she alive, but she is inside Lumon, working as Miss Casey, the company's eerie wellness counselor. The moment he utters the words, "she's alive," everything collapses. Security closes in, and the season ends in a maelstrom of chaos, unanswered questions, and impending doom. Who truly holds the power at Lumon? What will happen to Mark, Helly, and Irving now that they've exposed themselves? And most importantly, what is the true purpose of Severance? The cost of splitting a mind may be greater than any of them ever imagined, and the final price has yet to be paid. And that's a wrap on our breakdown of Severance Season 1. This show leaves us with so many questions, and we can't wait to see what happens next. What are your theories about Lumon and the true purpose of Severance? Drop them in the comments, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got plenty more breakdowns, theories, and reviews coming your way. Thanks for watching Binge Movie Breakdowns. Until next time, happy binging. Next time.